or perhaps her head, and is in need of a moment or two's conversation. Despite her tidy appearance, there are always a couple of people a month who will try to slip her some money too. But how to explain that she isn't so much homeless as without the one person who should be her home? They always move on before Mary has begun to find the words. In winter, she calls it a day when her hands are so numb that she begins to drop the sign, after 2 hours or so in her thin woolen gloves. This always leaves her with a fresh sense of guilt. Is she packing up too early? What if Jim comes just as she has her keys in the door to the flat? After near on 7 years of this routine, 6 full cycles of winter, spring, summer, and autumn, she has reconciled herself to the niggling sense of negligence that accompanies putting the clocks back. But now, in early August, she can be out until 10 o'clock at night. That gives her another hour, according to her watch, silver on a slim chain, a treasured gift from him. Mary will weather the pain in her feet and her shoulder and her heart, because she has nowhere else to go, and no desire to face the flat, still as a mausoleum and the silence stifling. She will wait out that hour, and even then she knows she will wish she could stay outside the station forever. She will wait until her knees buckle and her ankles give way. She will not move on or get over it or stop this. She will not give up. No. She will wait, and then wait some more. After all, wasn't that what she promised Jim? To the ends of the earth, or Ealing. Always. Chapter 1. 2018. 10 p.m. Mary twists her neck from side to side. There is a crack, followed by a series of small crunches like leaves underfoot. Whoever said standing was the key to good health doesn't spend over 12 hours a day on their feet. Mary folds the sign and tucks it back in her rucksack before taking one last look around. Although she should be inured to disappointment by now, the sight of the station concourse, empty of the one face she wants to see, bites. As it is a Tuesday, Mary does not have time to head home before her 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. shift at Nightline, the local crisis call centre. She does the same slot on a Thursday night too, and would do more, were it not for the fact that Ted, CEO and rota supervisor, put his foot down over fears that Mary would overexert herself. The reality is that she is so exhausted, emotionally, physically, that she's forgotten what it's like to feel otherwise. She hopes that the 15-minute walk from the station to St. Catherine's Primary School, the charity's headquarters, will perk her up enough to be coherent on the phone tonight. When Mary first started at Nightline, it was 3 months after everything that had happened with Jim, and while she'd already established her vigil at the station, somehow that was not enough. His loss had left a void in her life, a great gaping crater to swallow her whole. Even though it seemed it would never be filled, Mary knew that she had to at least try to do something to cling on to whatever shreds of a future she had left. So when the advert for new volunteers went up on the community notice board on one of her first days working at Super Shop, Mary tore down the leaflet on instinct. She stuffed it into her trouser pocket. For a day or two, that was as far as she got. Every time she thought about emailing the inquiry address, one of her mum's favourite phrases would pop up in her mind, puppet style, before she could click send. You can't help anyone until you can help yourself. There was logic in that aphorism, as there was in most, but if it was only people beyond the need for help who offered it, then surely there would be nobody working for charities at all. Besides, Mary fitted most of the volunteer criteria. She was committed, reliable, a strong listener. She had a slight question mark over her ability to...